Hello everyone. So in the previous video we have discussed about identifying clauses in a sentence, distinguishing between essential and non-essential clauses, and analyzing the function of a subordinate clauses. And I hope like every one of you are like clear with all those topics which we have discussed till now. And now we will dive into another subtopic, that is the next subtopic that we are about to discuss is identifying adjective, adverb and noun clauses. So here these adjective clause, adverb clauses and noun clauses are three types of subordinate clauses that each serves different purpose in a sentence. You should always remember that these three types of subordinate clauses serve different purpose in a sentence. So let's break them down in simple terms and explain how to identify each one. So here the first one is, you can see, adjective clauses. Adjective clause. So here an adjective clause, it describes a noun or pronoun in the sentence. So it gives us more information. This adjective clause gives us more information about the term, like which one or what kind. Alright, so how to identify adjective clause? How do we know that this is an adjective clause? So here, adjective clause usually start with words like who, whom, whose, which, that, where, when. So these are the words to identify adjective words, no? So the next one is adverb clauses. So here in adverb clauses, it describes a verb, adjective or other adverb. Always remember that these adverb clauses describes a verb, adjective or another adverb. So it explains like when, where, why, how or under what conditions something happens. So how to identify these adverb clauses? So in order to identify these adverb clauses, all right, these adverb clauses will always start with a subordinating conjunction, such as because. The words like because, when, while, if, since, although, after, before, as, even though. So these all words will help you to identify these adverb clauses. So the next one is noun clause. So this noun clause, it acts as a noun in the sentence. It can be subject, object or complement. So here, how to identify this noun clause? So it starts with, this noun clause starts with words like that, not that, that, what, who, whom, whether, whoever, whichever, if. So these are the words in which we can identify a noun clause. So here, if you can replace the clause with a single noun or pronoun, it's a noun clause. All right, so that's it. I'm sure you all are clear with this very topic. So yeah, the here we have techniques for diagramming complex sentence structures. So here, diagramming helps visualize sentence structure, making it easier to understand relationship between clauses and phrases. So here I have meta steps here. Step 1, we need to identify the main clause. Step 2 is identify the dependent clauses. And the step 3 is diagram the relationship between the clauses. So here, diagramming means like diagramming is a complex sentence, no? Which structures and helps you visually understand the relationship between the main clause and the subordinate clause. Subordinate clause means dependent clause. I have like already mentioned that before. So here in step number 1, it's given how to identify the main clause. Now here, identify the main clause. So here we need to do this. The main clause here it is the foundation of the sentence. So it will contain a subject and a verb and express a complete thought. No? So how to identify it? Ask. What is the central idea of the sentence? You need to ask, no? What is the central idea of the sentence? And you need to find the subject and verb in the independent clause. So example, okay, so here's a like very simple example. The dog barked because it was scared. So here the main clause is the dog barked, not dog barked. The subject here is the dog. The verb here is the barked. Yes. So start the diagramming, like write the subject and the verb on the horizontal line. No? Place modifiers like adjectives or adverbs on slanted lines below. No? So the step 2 will be identify the dependent clause. So here a dependent clause is also known as subordinate clauses. So here it adds the extra information about but it cannot stand alone. No? It cannot stay alone as a sentence. So it often starts with subordinating conjunctions, like I have told you in previous video, like because, words like because, if, when, although, no? Or relative pronouns like who, which, that. So these are like the dependent clause, how to identify dependent clause. So in order to identify dependent clause, we need to look for a group of words with a subject and a verb that doesn't make sense alone. No? Ask like, does this clause explain why, how, when, or describe something in the main clause? You need to explain, ask this kind of questions. Okay, so one simple example would be, the dog barked because it was scared. So here the dependent clause is, we can clearly, we can like just know, because it was scared. No? So the subject here is it, it, and the verb here is was scared. No? And the step number 3 is diagram. We need to diagram the relationship between clauses. No? So now we need to connect the main clause and the dependent clause to show their relationship. So here, how to diagram? How do we diagram this? First of all, you need to draw a horizontal line for the main clause. Okay, and the next, use a dotted or slanted line to connect. In order to connect the dependent clause to the part of the main clause it modifies. The next one, we need to label the connection. Example, as an adverb clause, adjective clause, or noun clause. So here these are the steps we need to follow while diagramming complex sentence structures. No? So I hope you all are clear with this. Next, move into the next topic. So here we have command clause analysis, mistakes, and how to avoid them. So here under this we have identifying and correcting mistakes helps improve understanding and accuracy. That I need not to explain. It's clearly given here. All the things given here is like what I have taught you in the previous video. You just need to understand this, like identifying subjects and verbs. No? We need to ensure to correctly identify the noun or pronoun performing the action and the word that describes it. This we have already done. So the point number 2 is here ignoring punctuation, which means here the punctuation marks are crucial for recognizing clauses and their relationship. And number 3 here is failing to recognize dependent clause. Like look for words like because, although, or when that indicates a dependent clause. No, so all these we have discussed. You need to be careful whenever you like work on this. No, and try to avoid command mistakes. No. So the next we have reached to the end of the topic. So the last topic is applying clause analysis to improve writing and comprehension. No? So here, this applying clause analysis to improve writing and comprehension here, this helps us in our writing and reading. No? Writing and reading. How? Like see, under the writing we have developed clear and concise sentences by understanding the interplay of the clauses. No? And here, reading. In reading, we have like break down intricate sentences to understand their meaning and interpret the author's intent. No? So it's saying that these clauses, it is a group of words which have subject and verb that we know, and it helps to connect ideas in writing. This using independent clause, no, and dependent clauses together, which will make a clear sentence, and the sentence will be in a detailed manner. No, so these clauses can make writing smoother by avoiding short, choppy sentences and showing relationship like cause, contrast, or time. By using clauses thoughtfully, you can improve both the flow of meaning of writing and in reading as well. No? So we will end up this unit here. I hope everyone of you are like clear enough with this unit.